Hi guys, this is the reading for the week of October 14th to October 20th, and here's what we got. Before I begin, I just need to pay respect and kind of honor something and explain something so that you'll understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. This week, which is the second week to third week of October, in India, the three important goddesses or forms of the mother goddess are being honored. The goddess Kali, for change and restoration of peace, the goddess Durga, which is basically kind of like your eternal Mother Mary or the eternal mother side of God. And then the other part of it would be the goddess Lakshmi, who is the goddess of prosperity. All three goddesses actually have some sort of special ceremony that's done during this week. Usually it starts pretty much this weekend, and then sometimes it goes till next weekend, possibly till another week, and then it actually has, it ends with Diwali, which is like the Festival of Lights, which is kind of like where you forgive everybody who you've had a problem with and you wish them the best. It's almost like a New Year's kind of resolution type of attitude. And the feeling that is in India is like the feeling of Christmas here in this country. So it's pretty festive. So because of that, I basically decided to use the goddess deck. When I was asking them, which decks to use and, why, they basically just said goddess, and then just basically showed me the goddess Durga. It was really pretty clear. So for that reason, that's why we're doing that. So I hope that that's kind of clear. And then I hope your week was pretty fun and pretty good. I, want to thank everybody for the loving birthday wishes. That was really sweet. It definitely made my weekend and week. It was very nice of you. I was off Facebook, as everybody knows, and so I didn't get that support where everybody pours you and says, "Oh, happy birthday," and that kind of thing. And my birthday was fun, so I was really, really grateful, considering how stressful this year's been. So let's go right to the message. So what we got, and let me just turn on the air for just one quick second. So what we got was Nementona for the beginning of the week. And it says, create an altar space or visit a power place to connect with the divine. And let me just read the thing to see if there's anything else, but I think I know where they're going with this, because they showed something when the card actually fell out. Okay, so it says, build an altar in your home, take a spiritually oriented trip. You need a quiet place of refuge and retreat. Create a medicine circle or labyrinth. Walk the labyrinth. Clear the energy in your home with sage prayer, toning, or invoking Archangel Michael or other space clearing methods. The image that they had shown when this card had actually jumped out, because they showed myself or other people at altars, and they showed light coming in and then entering your head and then entering your body. And the big message was, the reason why it's so important for you to have an altar, even if it's like a little like rose quartz or like a little statue or, even a feather, whatever you can do, okay? I'm not asking you to go grand here. It's a place for your energy to be focused, and so what happens is it builds energy over time. So if you keep going to this one particular place and you show homage, whether it's to your ancestors or to your whoever you believe in, or God, or the universe, or everybody, if you happen to be New Age and you're showing respect to all of cultural spiritual entities, it becomes a focal point of power. And then whenever you go there, you get recharged. And then when other people go to just pass by or visit, they'll feel the goodness, the energy, the recharge, and they can't help but receive blessings. So the reason why it's so important for you to do that is because with all of the transition, with all of the growth, with everything we're trying to manifest, it's so important for you to have a focal point because it's so easy to get unfocused. We are constantly bombarded with messages of negativity. I've gotten to the point where I won't watch TV. I don't, the internet news, I pretty much just kind of click past and just try to get the main things just so I know what's going on and I can vote appropriately. And then I'm, constantly saying positive affirmations or asking them to improve or heal situations. So that's just the whole point why this is so important. And you notice how she's all lit up inside because all the candles are surrounding her? That's the other message. You will be all lit up inside, and you will literally have more power and more energy if you continue to do this. So just note that. In the middle of the week, this is a great message. It's Irene with peace, and she's holding a child. She's an Irish goddess, and it says there's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully, which is really nice. And there's dolphins in the back, which is kind of typically a sign for magical manifestation. And then she's holding corn and grapes and a child. So there's good news about a child in your life. There's good news about money that's coming up in the middle of the week. And she says you'll finally have the peace of mind that you've been wanting. Let me just go see what else is in the book, because there's so many books and I can't keep everything straight. I'm just curious to see if anything else will jump out. Oh, the other thing is, of course, to surrender your cares and worries to heaven. Pray, meditate. Engage in peace-enhancing activities such as yoga, sea salt baths, massage, naps, music, playfulness, and the like. She's asking us to replace worry with faith and to retain our childlike awe and enthusiasm for life. And the last part of the week is Medicine Woman, which is so appropriate. Remember how I said you literally channel power and it would kind of come to you through your altar? So we have power being channeled, and for this one it's Ixchel, I think. I don't know how to pronounce her name. And it says, Medicine Women, you're a channel for divine healing power. So in other words, don't dismiss your power or dismiss how powerful you can become, or disregard how much you can accomplish. That being said, I have to make another cautionary note. Please don't go around telling everybody that you are some sort of powerful person whose powers are expanding at a magical rate. I actually know somebody who's a young indigo who's really excited to be on the path, who apparently when she was having a crisis, one of her texts was, my powers are advancing at such rate. It just can't, if anybody else had heard this, they would have thought, A, she was crazy, or they would have thought she was really egotistical. She's neither, she's just she's excited, and she never thought some of the things she can do now that she would ever be able to do. But just be careful, because if you want people to take you seriously, you have to definitely talk in a way that will make sense to them. So present yourself carefully is the other part of this message. But with respect to that, if you're trying to heal a situation, or if you're trying to feel more empowered about any situation, whether it's your neighbors, your work, your health, your life, your marriage, you're creating a relationship, your relationship with your children, your self-esteem, she's basically reminding you that everybody is perfect on the inside, both men and women, and that everybody has a maternal and a paternal side, and that both sides are equally loving, and they both have good in them. And anybody who bashes one sex for whatever reason, that person has been greatly hurt by someone and is just lashing out. Just remember that, okay? Don't be so quick to believe everything that people say, because it's not always true. And the last thing that she's asking is, of course, when you see people saying things that are hateful or hurtful, please send them love and prayers and light. So let's go to the prayer. Dear God, angels, and all other spiritual entities, thank you, and goddesses, we honor you especially this week, because we know it is your week to celebrate and be honored, and to really feel the surge of divine feminine power. We ask that our divine feminine power rise up and be honored, and that we are able to hone our intuition and use our gifts and help other people use their gifts. We ask that the world feel peace, that governments get along, that we always have fresh and clean resources, water and food, that people say kind things, that they seek the proper medical help that they need and psychological help, so everyone lives in peace and harmony. We ask that the economy heal now. We ask that our lives dramatically improve now. We ask that heaven manifest now. And so it is. We thank you, and we will see you next week.